welcome back. I'm very excited to listen to this artist today. I haven't heard anything from this artist, and I don't think I've listened to anything on the channel that I haven't heard at least one song from that artist before. Normally I like the artist because I guess normally I'm picking it, but now that y'all are voting, I'm gonna be exposed to all of this new music that maybe I wouldn't gravitate to or I would sleep on. I do love to sleep on things. So let's listen to Chappell Roan's Rise and Fall of a Midwest Princess.
Same old story time again. Hit it like Ron Papa Bong. Get it hot like Papa John. Make a bitch go on and on. Lying to your friends about how we're such a goddamn good lover.
Whoa. Not what I expected, but I really liked it. I mean, I had no expectations, and I guess that's the purest place to come from when you're listening to new music. But I can already see the drag elements in this. I almost wish I didn't see that so I could say that without having that knowledge.
It's a Femininomenon. Hit it like Ron Papa Bong. Get it hot like Papa John. Make a bitch go on and on. What we really need is a Femininomenon. What? A Femininomenon.
Having skits in there, breaks where there's like a call and response, the idea of this like Femininomenon. I feel like I could see someone lip syncing to it. And that helps because I'm watching Drag Race right now. So I'm in the world. Like, I know what's going on. I feel connected. That's a very strong opening. When I was thinking pop, I was thinking more Britney pop. But pop has changed. And I feel like a lot of pop today is pop rock or alt pop. So I like that it's dynamic and different.
That's right, you just told me, want me to fuck you, baby, I will.
Let me tell you what happened in my body. Chills, excitement, joy. That felt like summer bottled in a song. And maybe it's because it's gay. And maybe I love that. But it's also because the song is good. There's so much youth and exuberance in this song. It feels like a coming of age summer, especially with the attraction to this person. But then the humor that's sprinkled throughout it is actually, like, it's genuinely funny. And it's surprising because I don't really look for a lot of humor in my music. So I love that the ad-libs and the talking that we get in the background is funny.
Back in my house, I got a California king, okay, maybe it's a twin bed, it's a little base, don't worry, we're cool. Red wine supernova, fall right into me.
It's giving like love and women. It's giving women loving women. There's so much character and personality and life in this song, and it allowed me to enjoy that as well. I almost felt fully bought. Like, the second I heard this song, I was like, okay, I see why y'all recommended it, but I also see why it's good. And that's wild to say after 2 songs. It's too early to call that, at least for me, you know, and my music preferences.
Nothing good happens when it's late and you're dancing alone. I've been a good girl for a long time, but baby, I like flirting. I'm feeling kinda freaky, maybe it's the club lights. I kinda wanna kiss your girlfriend if you don't mind.
I'm thinking maybe the persona or the idea of this album being around drag culture allows you to have some more fantastical elements with it. And I'm getting that. It feels alive and the storyline is very strong. And I feel like we are watching the journey of this one person through a coming of age process.
Your hands on my body, your hot hands, this is what I wanted. I kinda wanna kiss your boyfriend if you don't mind. I love a little let's watch the sunrise.
Oh, boyfriend?
'Cause everything good.
Is that boyfriend? I like that this song is funkier. I also like the lyrics and the lyrical play with the placement of Hearing After Midnight. And I think I heard boyfriend in there, but I'm not sure. And I'll be the first to say that bisexual erasure is real. Sorry. It feels like I'm making a PSA. Okay. If this is like not a bisexual album, but if we are open to loving all or more than one identity in this project, and that is very fun too. Looking at the album cover, it does feel like some element of tragedy is going to happen in this project. She has this disposition that feels like it's a sullen painting. There's a lot of color in the photo, though it's very vibrant, and all the awards around her. And then we think about the album title, The Rise and Fall of a Midwest Princess, and I can imagine landscapes of joy and then landscapes of extreme sorrow. I'm not sure which one we're gonna get and when. I do love a sad pop ballad though, so I will say that this album cover feels very inviting and exciting.
Suggest the jazz bar on Marianne Street, but you buy me a drink. If I didn't love you, it would be fine. Become the excuses that fuel the illusions, but I'd rather feel something.
It got really sad really quickly. And transitioning from a high to a low took me out for a minute there. I do love the comparison of coffee to wine. I love hearing the relationship unfold through all of the things that we are unwilling to do or we can no longer do. It felt very genuine and heartfelt. And this soft piano song is a surprise after the first 3 songs. Not that I thought that it was going to continue to be the same, but that I did not expect something this sad and slow so early. And it definitely makes me question what the rest of this project is going to be like, which is exciting.
And I don't need it anymore. It's never just coffee.
This is probably also the most genuine thing we've heard since this project has started. Not to say that other things are not true, but that this feels like a look behind the veil of what this character may be like, instead of something that feels as performative or is even taking place in a space that we would perform. We've had songs in clubs, we've had songs that are about love and relationships, but have bits in them where they're talking and it feels more like a production, and this felt like what happens after the curtain closes.
My friends call me a loser, 'cause I'm still hanging around in the passenger seat and you're eating me out. Is it casual now? I love being stupid. Dream of us in a year.
Whew. First things first, leave him. Leave him. Leave him. We ain't doing this. We are not doing this. We are not going to the family's house. We are not helping the siblings. We are not doing all of this just to be casual. And not even like it's one thing if like you're friends. You're not even friends. You're casual. Anyways, let's get into the song. If I was in my sad they era, this would really be hitting.
It's hard being casual when I'm on the phone talking down your sister, and I try to function in the bathroom when we went to dinner. Your cards at the table, you wonder why I'm bitter.
I love how she set the scene. I felt like I was right there with her, and like the first like dropping of information had me shocked. I felt like a friend. I was there like, you cannot tell me that y'all have been doing this entire time. I was gasping. I was shook. It does make me think of Taylor Swift, and I can't say too much about Taylor Swift because I don't listen to enough Taylor Swift to make a bigger comparison, but I'm just gonna tell you that I thought about it. It's so poetic. The storyline is very real. I also love the rhyme scheme, and I love her lyricism in this too. The bluntness and vulgarity of the lyrics felt like it was set today, but the song itself feels like maybe like a 90s pop song, maybe even 80s if you want to say that, late 80s. I don't get the perspective that she is as sad about her situation. I think it sounds frustrating because there's a lot that you want to communicate, but the sadness isn't overpowering. It's just like, yeah, this is the way things go sometimes.
Not over dramatic. I know what I want.
Another funny song, another good pop song. There's so much energy in this project, and I would love to see her live because it just feels like we're gonna have a good time in the concert hall.
We're leaving the planet and you can't come. Everything you feel and everything you are. Flash camera.
What I understand from this project is that there's a lens of the relationship that people have of women, what kind of woman you want, what she should be doing, what the relationship would look like. And then there's a relationship that she has with the world and the expectations. With a song like Casual, I'm seeing her view of the world. With a song like this, I'm seeing the world's view of her. And the idea that like, this is what you want. But I also love that in saying, this is the kind of girl that you want. There's also so many demands that cannot be met, that will never be met by whoever is trying to catch this woman. Like just saying, we're going to leave the planet and you can't come. That's so funny. That's so funny. And that's so random. And it's such a good way to break up the song, but also to inject joy into what you're listening to. You can visualize the performance of what this would look like on stage, but there's also so much performance in the music.
Baby, do you like this beat? Baby, so you dance with me.
This album is also thirsty in the best way. I love that we are just trying to satisfy our needs in a very like gimmicky and comical way. It makes everything about this feel like fun. And I feel like I'm getting to a point where I'm becoming quite redundant because the songs are different, but what I'm hearing and what I'm feeling from them are generally the same. Outside of whether or not the song is sadder or happier, the pacing, the slight niches when it comes to pop that we have in here are making this project feel incredibly cohesive. And I feel attached to different pieces of this.
No one's touched me there in a damn hot minute. Baby, don't you like this beat? I need to get your number. Hurry up, it's getting cold. Hurry up, it's time to step out.
The biggest thing I can say is that the energy is fantastic and it's approaching pop in a way where it doesn't have to be cool. I don't listen to that much pop, but the pop that I have heard feels like it needs to be almost cosplaying as something else. And I love that the theme of this is so strong that we just have to let pop be pop. Let's just have fun and have a really good time. The amount of play in this is fantastic. This is what I like to hear in my music. I want to hear a combination of things that I've never heard before. I want people to be experimenting. I want it to be strange. And I know that like there is a side of music that is business, right? Things have to sell. You want to have a good career, all of these things. But when it's something this playful and this curious, how can people not listen to it? How can you not gravitate towards it? How would you not want to have a new experience with something like this? Maybe that's just me. I don't know. If you agree, let me know. But I love her sense of play. I love her sense of whimsy. I love the pageantry of this. I love how brash and like brazen it is with its attitude, and it's definitely a huge confidence booster as well.
Ruined my credit, stole my cute aesthetic. Who knew that we'd let it? It's hard when you have a meltdown in the front of your house and you're getting kicked out. It's hard.
Real. That song was really good. I really love the chorus, and I love when we get to the part where we say, "My kink is karma," because this entire time you feel like she's sympathizing with somebody when it's like, you deserve this because you also treated me badly. I also felt a deeper framing of this Midwestern town. We've talked a couple of times about going down to the bar and having a drink, and it feels local. I felt kind of rude. It feels local though. So it does feel like we are existing in a small town.
People say I'm jealous, but my kink is watching you. No need to be hateful in your fake Gucci sweater, but it's hard.
Parts of this project are also making me think about indie sleaze, but I feel like it's less about this sounding like indie sleaze and more about this feeling so fun and feeling like something that you can really lean into when it comes to pop music. I also love hearing a song that feels sad but is really about revenge. and having it be performed amongst other songs that are about breakups that have more genuine heart pain made me almost miss the plot. She's casually and seamlessly slipping through all of these emotions and also processing her own self-destruction, whether that is good or bad. Taking apart those pieces and taking apart other pieces, I feel like we're rearranging a puzzle that has a completely different face. There's something about this that does feel like it's connected to the process of rebuilding self or having many selves, and feeling the coming of age story, feeling it happening at different points in our lives, feeling this music flow through different points in our lives, and then having this destruction all around us. Feels like we are materializing reality.
Light every candle, slip off my pretty dress. I need you now.
I love how in love we are. That song just felt so sweet and soft, and it felt like a love note. Vocally, I had a lot of fun with that as well. This song, and I think there are parts of her singing and also parts of how it's produced that feel so sonically pleasing. And it's another time for us to be genuine with this music and connect. As much as this performance is about having fun and being around your community, it's also about being in love. And there's so much love throughout this.
Am I doing research in a mini skirt at the library? Do you picture me? Like I picture you. Am I in the frame?
I still feel quite firm on my women loving women, because there's so many ways to love women. And even if this isn't inherently gay, which it does feel gay, it's also just about like the love of womanhood, the trials of womanhood. Casual, My Kink Is Karma, and Picture You have all been very surprising to me. 3 different songs that sound the same. They're using the same kind of quality when it comes to pop music, but lyrically could not be more different. And I love that we have that display of diversity on the project.
Everything is fine. I guess we could pretend. Whatever you decide, I will understand. It's never just a shape alone. Love is a kaleidoscope.
I appreciate that because there's so much in how you see love, like the many lenses of what you can see through, the way it's constantly changing, the way it can expand your vision of the world through this kaleidoscope, but also the amount of things that can be in that kaleidoscope in general and what love looks like for many different people. Also the idea of love's mystery. This song feels ethereal and not as mystifying, but that there is a magical process that is happening to us through this. And it's been present throughout this entire project, but now it's come to a point where we've only gotten more and more genuine with these slower songs and revealing behind the curtain. So I love that we took some time to do that and just to sit down and say how we feel.
There's no one else who could. The only one is you. And even all the change is somehow all the same.
This had me thinking about my own life, the people that I love, getting very mushy and reminiscing and feeling all of those feelings. And I love when a song is so evocative for its listeners. I can imagine that it's gonna get spicy very soon. Like that was just so raw and real and open that I'm like, okay, we're gonna get like a full drag show next song. Like that's what we're doing next. And I don't mean to say that some songs are for drag culture and some songs aren't. Obviously, all of them can be in this way. All of music is used in this way. So I don't think I need to explain what drag is, but this song was less performative than other songs have been. So I feel like trying to find a separation between which song is what has been helpful for me in moving through this project.
There's a special place where boys and girls can all be queens every single day. I'm just having fun on the stage.
Wow. Okay, I do feel like I called it a little bit, but also I love the journey of that song. It just felt like she wanted to be a Hollywood starlet, but also there's a level of coming out, whether that's like shedding your parents' expectations of you, but also I'm thinking about that line about boys and girls in Hollywood and the idea of like, I guess like gender bending, like just being free and doing whatever you want. So that's definitely more connected to drag culture, but I love the permission and the freedom that we get with that track to go on whatever journey we please.
Every Saturday, I can hear your southern drawl 1,000 miles away saying, I'm gonna keep on dancing down in West Hollywood. I'm gonna keep on dancing.
That electric guitar was awesome. It just felt so colorful, and I started thinking of a lot of pinks and blues. I mean, Pink, granted, the song is called Pink Pony Club, but it felt so colorful. It felt like it was living on a fuller spectrum, and the excitement of the vocals, the almost operatic singing against this electric guitar just felt like everything was going to be grand from here on out.
Hi, Chappell. I know you just landed, and I know you're probably busy, but I would love to see you.
Oh, I pushed you down 1,000,000 times. Touch me, baby, but your lips are mine. Could go to hell, but we'll probably be fine.
This is giving like small city to big city. I love that we had LA. Now we have Manhattan, and I'm picturing an 80s Manhattan. I'm not even picturing like modern day. I feel like there's some, what do you call them? Puffy shoulders. That's what they're called. But you know what I mean? When the suit jacket's like brolic. And I see her just traipsing around town. I love that voicemail in the beginning too. It continues to set the scene, set the world. It felt like it was left on a landline. And I'm imagining big hair, big personalities. This song also felt like it was more indie sleaze, which I love.
When I sing that Lana song, it makes you cry. Mean Girls, we watch it every night. Touch me, baby. Touch me, touch me, touch me, touch me. Touch me, baby.
This song is 100% my speed. It's going in my disco playlist for this winter. It just feels so light and airy, and I do love that indie sound. We are getting close to the end of the album. We have 2 more songs left, so we're going to start thinking about grander themes, what we're hearing, how we're feeling. I can definitely say that the energy is still up. Even when it got sad, I was like, we're not going to be that sad though, right? Like, this is just life. This is how life goes. I'm here for the mood swings.
'Cause I was never told that I wasn't gonna get the things I want the most. I miss the seasons in Missouri, my dying down.
How is that not the last song? It feels so final. It feels like we are continuing to see into this personality, and it's a different lens of California and the limelight and the life that she was chasing. This is why it feels like a coming of age story, because it's like, oh, I went too far and now it's biting back and now I just want to go home. The journey, the arc of that journey is so strong. It is so powerful. It's been happening this entire time, and I feel like we've been going through the changes with her.
Reasons to stay, even true love. Come give me hope, come give me hope.
Outside of just thematic parts of the song, it's so beautifully sung. It is so wistful and gentle, and there's so much nostalgia in it and also pain, and it makes you a little homesick. I am really appreciating everything I've heard so far. This has been such a wild ride of a project, and so nuanced for something I thought was just going to be like pop music, you know, like just some general stuff. So let's listen to the last track and then tie it all together.
Wild thoughts that make me melt. Good at below the belt. Now so shame on me, shame on you.
Wow, of course we were going to go out with a bang. That was so good. It's all of the things that you're not supposed to be saying, or all the things that you're not supposed to be doing, but like the love of the thing. But the love of the thing is really a love of something else, and we're just using this to like mask what we mean.
I want this like a
throughout the duration of this project, we've seen love in so many forms. We've seen it communicated in so many different ways, and the multiple facades that we wear and the peeling back of those layers to reveal our true self has been so beautiful. This has been so surprising. I didn't expect to like it as much as I did, just because I'm not in a pop phase right now. I have not been listening to that much pop. I've been listening to a lot of disco, Afro beats, Latin trap, or like Latin alt music, a little bit of alt rock, and a little bit of rap. So this winter hasn't been as pop focused, but there's so much in this, and the setting of this really works for me and what I'm listening to right now. And I have to thank you guys for recommending this. I was sleeping on it. I was sleeping on it a little bit. I was probably going to sleep on it some more. I can't tell you why. I cannot tell you why. But I can tell you that this is why I have this channel. Music accountability. If you made it to this point in the video, I appreciate you so much. And I hope you're having a wonderful day or a night wherever you are. And I will see you in the next one.